South Koreans were very proactive. The regular, ordinary Korean people just decided, okay, we just have to stay indoors.
South Korea, which saw its first confirmed case the same day as the United States, now appears to be flattening the curve.
South Korea has done better than most of the other countries around the world in handling the pandemic.
Something they're doing is working.
The reason how South Korea managed to contain this was through different ways. South Korea has tested much higher proportion of people compared to other countries. South Korea has pioneered different ways of testing.
South Korea has created so-called drive-through testing facilities.
짧은 시간에 많은 사람을 진단할 수 있기 때문에 저희들이 코로나 바이러스를 효율적으로 컨트롤할 수 있을 것 같습니다. 그다음에 두 번째로는
아무래도 다른 사람하고 접촉을 안 하게 되니까 차 안에 있으니까 그것 때문에 일로 오게 된 것 같아요.
We have designated testing centers. If you're feeling symptoms, then you go to the testing center and a medical professional will look at you, and if he or she feels that your symptoms match that of the virus, then you can get the testing done free of charge. If you're not showing any symptoms related to the virus, but you still want to get tested, then you can pay your own way. So it's not 100% free, but it is fairly easily available. If they find somebody who turned out to be infected, then they backtrace these people's movements. Various district offices will send out text messages with the dates and the places that they've been to. And if you find yourself having been to these places around the same time as the infected people, then you are advised to come to the authorities and get tested.
South Korean President Moon Jae-in raised the country's threat alert to the highest level possible.
정부와 지자체, 방역 당국과 의료진, 나아가 지역 주민과 전 국민이 혼연일체가 되어 총력 대응해야 하는.
We had a very high level of transparency. We were given very clear guidelines. We had regular briefings at 11 a.m. every day, 2 p.m. from two organizations, the Center of Disease Control and Prevention and also the Ministry of Health and Welfare. So although things seem really scary, we kind of got the sense that at least we know what is going on. There was a lot of proactive, preventative behavior on the part of ordinary South Korean citizens. There has not been any lockdown in South Korea, but there weren't anybody on the street.
죽음의 도시. 저녁 9시 되면 차도 안 다니고 근데 제가 홈플러스에 갔는데 사람이 다니지도 않아요. 그리고 차도 안 다녀요.
They were told, please stay indoors because the situation is getting really serious. And people decided it would be better to stay indoors. That kind of awareness, I think, was the biggest factor in containing this virus spread. In South Korea, it is possible to get anything delivered within 24 hours, wherever you are in the country. If you're in the Seoul metropolitan area, 12 hours. So I think that made things a lot more convenient for people on self-isolation. There was a lot of confusion about masks. Some officials were saying, you don't need to wear a mask if you're not showing symptoms. We all know that wearing a mask is much better than not wearing one for yourself and for other people. Ordinary South Korean people were saying, okay, get the best mask that we can get, and then let's just put them on. If you need to go out wearing a mask. If you need to talk to somebody, keep the mask on and keep the 2-meter rule. And only have that conversation if it's absolutely necessary. Text them instead. Hopefully, we are approaching the end of the tunnel, and hopefully we're going to see a drop in the number of cases in South Korea and hopefully in the rest of the world as well. I think if everyone follows the guidelines and keep to social distancing, I think every country in the world should be able to do this.